In this universe, there exist many creatures, big and small, corporeal and non-corporeal, humans, humanoids, and those that are distinctly not any such thing. Those strange, uncanny, and monstrous creatures so wild, weird, wretched, and wondrous that they are allowed only to exist as themselves in the parting veils of space, time, and reality. One such creature, however, who shall henceforth be called Dizzy, did not yet know this. Lost and alone in space, it wandered through the universe's vast expanses, searching for its home and others like it. They traveled from one end of the universe to the other, and met many creatures both alike and unalike on its journey. But at every turn, they sent him away. A bubble surrounded him, keeping him apart always. He could not see this bubble, though he knew that it existed in the way that others treated him. The creature did not understand and tried to shift his form so that the others might come to understand and accept him, if only he could be exactly like them. But with every change, the creature became smaller and smaller and smaller, until no one could see it at all anymore. The creature grew very sad and drifted aimlessly for eons, until finally it reached the end of the universe itself. At its precipice, exhausted and unable to go any further, the creature curled up into a ball and cried itself to sleep. And when it finally awoke without thinking, they stretched and stretched and stretched until finally the invisible bubble that separated it from all other beings started to grow. The bubble shimmered and shined under the light of the wormhole that connects the end of this universe to the beginning of the next. And finally, Dizzy could see what had tormented him so. It was not so bad, he thought to himself. In fact, it was really quite amazing to behold. If only he could make it grow even larger, so that he might create a home for himself within it. So Dizzy stretched and moved and wiggled and danced and sang and told stories to the bubble and the wormhole and the universe, and just generally existed and existed and existed until finally his bubble had become a large geodesic dome stretching across many light years. In the biosphere he now calls his home, they planted all of the seeds that had drifted by him over the years and collected in his energy field as he had traveled the universe. He watered them and sang to them and told them stories too. And bit by bit, piece by piece, the biosphere in Dizzy grew, simply by just existing. Greetings, earthlings, eldritch creatures, and beings of all sorts. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? I hope that you all are having a fantastic day, /night, /time zone, /time does not exist, and that the universe is all that you want it to be, all that you need it to be, and more. But yes, hello, Hone, hello, how are you doing? How you doing? I hope you're having a great time zone. I hope your waffles are delicious. All hail frozen Eggo, indeed. It's a very good way to get a meal in, to get a yummy, delicious meal in. The universe gives me hella bacon, so life is good, literal bacon, edible bacon. I love that for you. Bacon is very yummy and delicious. But yes, hello. I made my first ever lore video, so that's what you just watched. It's fun. It was fun. I'm still learning how to do art, let alone animation. That's way down the line, but I tried it out a little bit, just a little bit. To make this little lore video. About me. Wandering around the universe, I guess. And then, feeling like that I had spent a lot of time being trapped in like a bubble that separated me. Tis the autism in me, feeling completely and utterly alienated from everybody. But then eventually, stretching by just existing and having the bubble expand outwards and grow outwards, and all of a sudden it's a wonderful, beautiful geodesic dome that is a biosphere, and I put a lot of work into the foundations. I put a lot of work into making sure that it's got like a breathable atmosphere for me, and that it's got some really nice nutrient-rich dirt, and then all the plants in it, are all the things that I've learned, and all the ways in which I've grown, and all of that, and that's the geodesic dome. That's the geodesic dome where I live, and I can't leave the geodesic dome. It is still the bubble that traps me, and keeps me from the rest of the universe. But at the very least, I can turn it into a thriving ecosystem for myself, and maybe other people who also feel lost in the universe will like be do 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 la 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 as they float along in whatever way you float or you walk or you swim or however you move through the universe, and they'll see a thriving biosphere, and they'll be like, wow, this looks like a neat place to hang out. Yeah. I love metaphors. I love taking metaphors about my life and my experiences and turning them into stories, into little pieces of art. Love that. Big fan of that. Autism. Yeah. It's the autism. Yeah. But we're gonna do some more ASMR and just chatting today. As always, cheers, subs, gift subs, and tips on Ko-Fi during any ASMR stream. You can redeem from a list of tingles or triggers or whatever they're called. That is linked in the pinned chat. But yeah. Very kind of a free-flowing stream. Don't really have a plan ever. It's just kind of whatever. If y'all have stuff you want to talk about, we can talk about that. I have books and stuff that I can read from. We can do that. It's really whatever. It's really whatever.
Hoodhausen cheered X50 their bits.
Thank you so much for sharing, Holiday. I appreciate it. Thank you. Carmel Danson. Yeah, gay bits. Thank you for the gay bits. I appreciate it. I'm a mom, so if you click on the link that's pinned, that'll pull up a Google document, and you can choose one or two of the things. I'm a mom from that list. I'm a mom to redeem, so just let me know. I'm a mom what you would like. But thank you again for the bits. Doing a little stretch. Small tarot spread. Okay, this is my first tarot spread, so we'll see how this goes. I'm still learning. I'm still learning everything, so bear with me here. Bear with me here. I have a little Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. So let me pull that out and the guidebook out. Let me get all the cards out of there. All good. As a tarot reader, I encourage all to practice their skills. You read tarot? That's so cool. That's so cool. So let's see. So one of the spreads that they have is 3 cards, and they call it the Eureka spread. So this simple tarot spread will help inspire you when you're feeling stuck in a rut or bored with routine. Whether your Eureka moment involves an exciting quest to take over Christmas or something a little less dramatic and harrowing, this tarot spread will stimulate your imagination. I do. I've been reading since or a little before COVID. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm still very I don't know what any of the cards mean yet, so I'm gonna have to flip through the book as I go. But this is good practice. This is good practice. Let me try and shuffle as well. I don't have great hand strength, so I gotta split it up into 4 little things and shuffle them like that. I still have to Google general card meanings. I have 0 memorization skills. That's fair. That's fair. And there's a lot. There's a lot of different cards to memorize and a lot of different meanings and interpretations. It's a lot, but that's so cool. That's so cool that you do that. And I'm just gonna shuffle one more time. Okay. Gonna set your cards out now. So the 3 cards here, the first one is, they call it the Lament. So this tarot card represents the aspect of your current situation that needs to change in order for you to feel more creative and energized. It shows why you're feeling a little inspired. So for that, I drew the Page of Needles, and has the 3 little children of I'm forgetting his name. The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman. It's the 3 little children of the Boogeyman on there. So let me find the Page of Needles. And this is in the upright. So the Page of Needles in the upright. The Page of Needles represents a cunning, curious personality archetype. Like Lock, Shock, and Barrel, the Page of Needles has wit and cleverness, but lacks the maturity to realize his way isn't always the best way. Interesting. So in terms of the Lament, the aspect of your current situation that needs to change in order for you to feel more creative and energized. Maybe it's to say a new perspective, or in trying a new way of approaching things, perhaps. Interesting. Okay, so number 2, they call this one Eureka. This card represents the nature of your next creative epiphany. And so this is the 9 of Presents. The 9 of Presents. And this is in the upright as well. 9 of Presents represents material abundance. You've made your dreams come true and are reaping the rewards of your hard work. And now that you have everything you need, it's important to set yourself up for sustained success by managing your income wisely. So in terms of Eureka, the nature of your next creative epiphany, I'll have to think on that a little bit more. I don't necessarily know how I would interpret that yet in relation to this. And then so the third one is called Sandy Claus. This card gives you a peek into the future by showing you where your big Eureka moment will take you. And this is the 7 of Needles in upright. Seven of Needles often represents sneaky behavior. You may need to play your cards close to your chest. If you're trying to solve a problem, think outside the box. Sometimes the obvious conventional path isn't the one that will take you where you want to go. So I feel like in terms of Sandy Claus, it's saying that where your Eureka moment will take you is an unconventional path. And then in terms of what your Eureka is, the nature of your next creative epiphany. Made your dreams come true and are reaping the rewards of your hard work. Now that you have everything you need, it's important to set yourself up for sustained success by managing your income wisely. I don't know how to interpret that one in the context of the nature of your next creative epiphany. I hope that made sense though. As I said, I'm very, very new. I'm very, very new. I don't know anything. I'm still learning. Now I want to buy more tarot and oracle decks. Oh, yeah, it's rough. There's so many, right, just like absolutely beautiful ones out there. It's unbelievable. Horrifyingly accurate to my current situation. You've got an innate tarot ability, Dizzy. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that it made sense to you. I appreciate you redeeming that, Mom, so I could get a little bit of practice in. Thank you. Mom, and thank you for the gay bits as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like tarot. My problem with like learning things sometimes is that without like external structure, I really struggle to like get myself to just sit down and work on stuff and learn stuff. Gay bits only around these parts. It's true and real. No straight bits here. No. So like with tarot, even though I really am like fascinated by it and curious about it, and I really want to learn more about it and practice it, I really struggle to get myself to just like sit down and actually do that. Nico, thank you so much for the quiet hello. Thank you. I hope you're having a great time zone. Yeah, yeah. But like I watch a lot of tarot readers, and they are just like, it is almost like uncanny sometimes. Like sometimes I'll sit down to watch a video and I'll be like, oh, I see. You're in my house. I understand now. I understand now. You are in my walls, watching and observing me. I see. I understand. I understand. The Nightmare Before Christmas deck doesn't seem very beginner friendly since it changes the name of the minor arcana. You may benefit from a visually unique but classically labeled deck. Oh, I see. I see. That would probably, yeah, that would probably be good. I saw this, I think last Halloween when it came out, and I was like, oh, this seems like cool. This seems pretty cool. I'll get this. And so it's the first tarot deck that I have, and it's the only tarot deck that I have at the moment. But yeah, something that doesn't change the names of stuff would probably make more sense to learn off of. Yeah, yeah. I do have I have a tarot channel point redeem that just is a single card here, and it's just from a little web thing. Mundane Mike, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you're aware, there's a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. That is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join the chat, let us know how you're doing. Let us know how your day / night / time zone / time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk, go ahead and lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. That, and not many people acknowledge this, but every single tarot deck behaves differently towards different people. The cards have their own personalities and level of directness or crypticness. Some work better with others. Oh, that's fascinating. I love when objects are alive. I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool and really neat when you can like get a feel for the energy, I guess, for lack of a better word, that objects have. I'm a big fan of observing that and being curious about that. Yeah. But so I have this single card redeem in the channel points that just pulls from randomtarotcard.com, and I think it just shows the standard stuff, so I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you know what, I haven't tried it with it, so it doesn't update it to the new link. Bummer. I'll have to rethink that then, because I haven't tried that before. Tools of divination have at least a surface level of sentience due to their role of being the translator of the universe's answers. Yeah. Everything has, I use energy as a word for it just because I don't have a better word for it for me personally. But everything has an energy to it, whether that's something you can feel or sense or are aware of or not. Yeah, but especially stuff like that. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. It left the station. and drink some water. You ever see a picture of space and just want to drink it? All the time. All the time. Space looks very drinkable. Space looks very drinkable. It looks like a yummy, yummy, like a milk tea. Yeah, like a milk tea. It looks so yummy. Yeah. I also lost my brain. Also, I'm gonna recommend you my favorite tarot deck. Ooh, please do. I would love that. Give me the cosmic soup. Yeah. It's called Orion's Tarot. I have the old deck. I believe it may be updated when you Google it, but it's like astral animals in space. I think you'd like it. I think I would. Oh, let me open a new tab. Let's write that down. Orion's Tarot deck. Oh, it's so pretty. Their one for the star is a little jellyfish. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Thank you for recommending that. You know who else is pretty? You? You? Question mark? Points at you. Points at all of you. Ryan Reynolds, my beloved. Oh, I suppose Ryan Reynolds is pretty. I haven't looked at a picture of Ryan Reynolds, I don't think, in many years. Let's see. Oh, yeah. He's cute. He plays Deadpool, right? I feel like all I know him from lately are the silly Mint Mobile ads. Anytime I go on YouTube, I just get all of these Mint Mobile ads, and he's in there talking about it, whatever it is. Apparently my first edition is worth $110. Holy shit, I'm rich. We'll never sell this deck. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Team Econ 45, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, there is a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. That is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join us in the chat, let us know how you're doing. Tell us how your day / night / time zone / time does not exist is going. Or if you want to lurk, lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. We love the safety airlock. Yes. The safety airlock is our friend. It helps stops bots. It helps stop. I don't know why I pluralized that. It helps stop bots from getting in. It helps stop bigots from getting in. It's good. The safety airlock is our friend. We love the safety airlock. It's there to make sure that all of us can have a nice, fun, weird time. In peace. Yes. I only paid $16.40 for this deck too. Life is beautiful indeed. I'm glad you have such a wonderful tarot deck. That you can use, that you were both able to get for cheap. And that you value. And that you cherish. And that, God forbid, if you ever needed to sell it, that it would be worth a lot more amount of money than you paid for it. Yes. Squish indeed, Nightbot. Squish indeed, Nightbot. You know what they say, always be squishing. always be squishing. I want to figure out how to get the I wonder. Pink tarot deck, bank account, forgive me. Did you find a new tarot deck that you want? I wonder, maybe if I just do that. That's a lot of work though, each time to go in and type the URL. I wonder if I could just... No, I have to do the .html. .html. Well, we'll see. We'll figure it out. People don't redeem that very often, so... I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. It's a maybe, and when it's a maybe, that usually means it's a no. That's true. That's true. That's a very good and sensible policy to have. Yes. Freedom. Hello, mundane Mike. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time zone. Welcome on in. Sometimes hard to tell tarot deck energy over the internet. Yeah. It's difficult to get a feel for things sometimes. Gonna take a drink of my water. A bottle of water. It's not a bottle, it's a glass, but I'm good, just relaxing. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're having a nice relaxing time. I'm doing pretty okay. Thumbs up emoji, I suppose, even. Thumbs up emoji. Somebody last time was talking about Alice in Wonderland and suggesting that to read. So I have that here with me, because of course I already owned Alice in Wonderland as a book. And I also have The Little Prince. But we could probably only read excerpts from The Little Prince. Because I believe it's still under copyright. And of course we wouldn't be able to get through all of Alice in Wonderland, but we might be able to read more of that in full than other stuff. Yes. 'Twas I, because I love Alice. Okay, I thought it was Unico. But I couldn't quite remember. But thank you for the suggestion. Yes. I too love Alice in Wonderland. I was a big Alice in Wonderland kid. There's just something about it. That speaks to me. And it's been many years. Since I last read through. it. Thank you for the meow redeem, Nico. Thank you for the meow redeem. Thank you for the meow team. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh right. It is September. The subbiest time of the year, as they say. That is what they said in their Twitch announcement for it. The subbiest time of the year, which I thought was funny. For me personally, as a well, no, I shan't speak on it. But it is September, so if you don't know, for the month of September, new subscribers can save 25% off on a 1-month sub, on a 3-month sub, and 30% off on a 6-month sub. And then from September 12th to the 17th, Twitch will cheer 10% on top of all cheers of 300 plus bits and all power-ups. So power-ups are in the channel points routine as well. Those use bits though. They're the 3 ones at the top. And then towards the end of the month, from the 26th to the end of the month, Twitch will gift 1 extra sub for every 5 gift subs purchased. And so you'll pay less, but I would still receive the same payout as a full price sub. So if you're looking to subscribe to any of your favorite creators, or to cheer, or to gift subs to any of your favorite creators, September is the time to do it. It's the time to do it. More bang for your buck. Homie had me meowing back like it was the President Neil debate. I love meowing. It's one of my favorite vocal stems. It's just very good for my brain and very good for my nervous system. I'm not very good at barking though. I would like to get better at dog sounds, but I'm not very good at them. They just don't come naturally to me in the way that meowing does. That, and then I also really want to learn how to make like very creature sounds. Like, you know, like in movies sometimes when a creature like groans almost, or does that very like low, like guttural like kind of sound, like in like Godzilla movies, for example, or like chittering when they make those sounds. I really want to learn how to make those sounds. Because I don't know, and I'm not able to just do them. I can't do full body barks, more like yapping. Oh, I see. I get that. I can do a Minecraft zombie sound. Does that count? I don't know what a Minecraft zombie sounds like. I don't know what a Minecraft zombie sounds like. I have not played a lot of Minecraft, really. Can't wait for the chittering redeem one day. I gotta learn how to do it first, though. It's like, it's one of those sounds where anytime I hear it, like in a movie or in a TV show, I'm just like, yes, this speaks to my soul. This speaks to my soul. This needs to be a sound that I need to be able to reproduce with my mouth. I need to be able to make this noise in order to maximize my creatureness. I need to maximize my creatureness. Right now I'm maximizing my little kitty meow meowness, but I need to maximize my creatureness. I'm a mom. It's like saying her while gurgling in a lower octave. Okay, I'm thinking. This probably is not gonna sound right, but bear with me. Experimentation is your very bestest friend when it comes to just making silly little noises. I don't think that's it. I can better picture though. The sound that you were talking about, Hone. That description really did help. It really did help. It's the gurgling part that I think I would struggle with to create. Do I know how to gurgle? I don't want to pull out a drink and start trying to gurgle live on stream, but I might have to, not on stream, figure out if I know how to gurgle or not. Honestly, not that bad, but bubbles should be coming up in your throat. Okay. I think I understand what you mean. But I think I need to figure out how to gurgle. Gurgling. We gargle in our own spit, baby. It's true and real. Trying to think of other sounds I want to learn how to make. Really the chittering and like the Godzilla like low like groans.
You probably won't believe this, but I discovered these odd little rooms that transform people. I watched two of the male creatures walk into this room. The doors closed, and a moment later, when they opened again, they had turned to ladies.
Oh. I love Fraggle Rock. I need to watch more of Fraggle Rock. What I was doing for a while was I was watching it while I would sleep, but then because I was sleeping, I would miss all of it. I'm a mom. I wish that elevator was real. So true. The elevator that transes your gender is real in our hearts. It's real in our hearts and it's real in our souls. And maybe with the power of friendship, we can make it real. We can make it real in reality. There he is. He's confused. Little confused fish. Little fish. That's me all the time, just looking like, huh? What? Huh? What the heck? That's the Pink Panther theme, right? I think so. I think it is. That's what my brain is conjuring up as the answer. My brain is half right. All the time, half right. the other half. But we don't speak about that. We don't speak about that. Unlocked buried memories of watching Pink Panther as a toddler. Aww. Aw, I haven't seen Pink Panther in a very, very long time. I feel like I have a very vague memory of it. Is there? Here's a question. And now I'm forgetting the actor's name. The old man in Only Murderers. In Only Murderers in the Building. He. Are the Pink Panther movies that he is in, are those the only Pink Panther movies? Or is there Pink Panther stuff that predates that? Like, is there an animated show? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Pink Panther cartoon. Okay. Thank you. I feel like I have a very vague and fuzzy impression of like a cartoon form of it, but I don't know if that was like part of the movies or what, or if that was a separate thing. From the 90s, I believe. Oh, I see. The Pink Panther owns insulation. Oh. Maybe he'll come to, if you build a house, he'll come and he'll insulate the walls. Put the foam in, or whatever is used for insulation. I don't know. I don't build houses, so I don't know. He shall. I'm gonna be lurking and finally cleaning my depression pit. Do good ASMR. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Hone. And thank you for the lurk. I hope you have an easy time cleaning your depression pit. And that it's not too difficult or overwhelming. Thank you for lurking, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to eat the insulation cotton candy. Yummy insulation. It's probably got all kinds of nasty stuff in it, right? What chemicals are in insulation? Formaldehyde. Isocyanates and polyols are mixed together on site prior to application to the area to be insulated. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. Interesting. The more you know, the more you learn. Glass, yummy glass, crunchy glass, crunch on the glass. You can die from it. Forbidden fruit. Yeah. Forbidden pink deliciousness. Is insulation pink? What color is insulation? Come in white, yellow, green, pink, and brown. Oh, multicolored. A rainbow of insulation. A rainbow of insulation cotton candy that will kill you if you eat it. Oh. There's different types of insulation. Fiberglass, cellulose, rigid foam, spray foam. Interesting. I'm learning so much about insulation. The only good one is pink. Oh, I see. The fiberglass is pink insulation. Asbestos? Why is that a Google result? Is there asbestos in insulation? Is there asbestos? No insulation materials can be made with asbestos today. Oh. What is asbestos? Now, he can insulate a house. Yeah, all I need is a house to insulate, and then I can do that. For sure, that's an achievable goal and dream for me to have. As someone who can't even pay their own rent. Asbestos. What is asbestos? Asbestos is a naturally occurring fibrous silicate mineral. There are 6 types, all of which are composed of long and thin fibrous crystals, each fiber being composed of many microscopic fibrils that can be released into the atmosphere by abrasion and other processes. Oh. Interesting. We do have an ad coming up. Soon. So when the ad starts, I'll stop talking. I will shut my mouth so nobody misses anything. Once an hour, we play ads for 3 minutes, and this is to keep the pre-rolls off for everybody coming in. Watching the ads helps support me just a little bit. I make maybe a few cents off of it. But yeah, we watch it. We watch it to help support your local eldritch creature, and to help make sure that nobody gets ads right when they first show up. Unless things are poorly timed and they show up at the top of the hour when the ads are running, and then that's, that one's really out of my hands at that point. Asbestos is a really dangerous compound. I'll buy you a house, don't worry. I appreciate the sentiment. I'm gonna insulate strangers' houses. They can't stop me. Just show up, knock on their door, and be like, hey, I'm here to insulate your house. They look at the walls that they already have it's not plywood, whatever, drywall, whatever it is. They look around at their already drywalled house, and they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're gonna insulate my house? I think my house is already insulated. You just start putting all the forbidden cotton candy everywhere. Like, okay, cover all the drywall with it. Don't put new drywall over it. Here's your insulation. Your house is insulated now. That'll be $10 million. That'll be $10 million. $10 million. How big of a house do I want? God, I don't even know. I would settle for like a nice place to live that is not going to cost money in perpetuity for the rest of my life. And that preferably doesn't have infestations of bugs, because it's poorly sealed and all the bugs come crawling in, and then you call the landlords and you're like, hey, there's a lot of bugs getting in here, and they're like, well, shrug wood sheet. Oh, there's the ad. Perfect timing. So are the ads done for all of you? Well, hello. Did you get another burger ad? Another burger ad. Is Whataburger an actual brand or an actual restaurant, or is that a meme? Because up until now I've thought that it was it was a meme, but I'm starting to think that maybe it's a real restaurant. Am I immune to ads? I guess Twitch didn't want to give me any. Yeah, the ads are a little confusing in that sometimes they just don't play for some people. It's very odd. I don't understand how ads work on Twitch's end. But I've had that happen to me in other people's streams where I just, for whatever reason, I don't get any ads until suddenly I do. So it happens. Thank you so much for the follow. That is a lot of numbers in your name. So is it alright if I just call you C? There are a lot of numbers there. But thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, there's a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. That is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join us in the chat, let us know how you're doing. Tell us about your day /night /time zone /time does not exist. Or if you want to lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. But thank you so much for the follow again. I appreciate it. Whataburger is a restaurant. Okay. It is an actual restaurant. I see. Okay, so I'm gonna get you this 5-acre house with 3 beds and 2 baths. That's the dream. Little bit of space to I don't know, some chickens maybe, or some goats to grow food, grow a little permaculture food forest. And then my dream is to be able to have a little farm stand that's pay what you can, take what you need, of fruits and veggies and stuff. That's my dream. I don't think it's an achievable dream, but that's my dream. And there could be a little free seed library next to it, and a free little book library next to that, and maybe even a community fridge, maybe even a community action fridge. That's the dream, baby. That's the dream. It's situated in the countryside about 30 minutes from the main city. God, I wish places like that existed. I'm sure they do somewhere. I'm sure they do to some extent, in some capacity. But they gotta be few and far between. That's 30 minutes from a city is the sweet spot. As long as, here's the problem though, because I feel like normally when you're 30 minutes outside of a city, then you're in the suburbs. And no suburbs. Suburbs, very bad. I don't like the suburbs. The suburbs are hell on earth. Mom. My dream is to own a small house, somewhere quiet with a garden. That's a good dream to have, Mike. That's a good dream to have. I hope someday you're able to have that. I really truly do. It's only $480K, which is affordable. Oh. Interesting. I'm back. Whataburger mentioned. I had a Whataburger last night. Yeah. Nico keeps getting Whataburger ads and only Whataburger ads. It also has a barn and a shed. Holy heck. Holy heck and heck. That's incredible. That's amazing. And a spa? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Whoa. Whoa. But I didn't know, Hone, I didn't know that Whataburger was an actual restaurant. I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a meme. I don't know. I never heard of it before. Whataburger. So good. Only their chicken is good though. Their burgers are ass. Oh. So false marketing. Their burgers do not make you go like, what? What a burger. Wow, what a burger. They make you go, ugh. Ugh, what a burger. Ugh. It's a southern restaurant, like how only Texoma has Brahms. Texoma equals Texas and Oklahoma. Oh, I see. That's probably why I don't know about it then. Fuck me, bro. I don't know English. I got what you meant. I understood. Mom, can I post the listing? Yeah, let me permit you. It's not gonna dox you though, right, Nico? It's not gonna dox you though, right? No doxing. Permit Nico Keki. Okay, you have permission to post a link. It won't. Okay, good. Yeah, you can share the link. And if it does, that's fine. No. Did it not? Oh, what the heck? I don't know how to fix that. Somebody taught me how to permit links, but now it hasn't been working. Anymore. So I don't know what to do. I'm sorry the link didn't work though. Yeah, I won't let you post it. It just asterisks it out. Yeah, and the only way that I was taught how to allow links is the permit thing. But I wonder why. Maybe it's a stream elements thing? Or maybe is it Seribot? Because I added Seribot. It might be Seribot. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I can't click on the asterisks at all. They just show up as like literally actual like asterisks for me. They just show up like that. So they're like unclickable. Mom, I do have a Discord though. So you could join that and post it in there. In general. It's probably because I added Seribot. So now it's overriding. Any links? How do you join the Discord? Oh, right. That's a wonderful question. There you go. The link should work. There is a CAPTCHA verification. That you gotta do though. Like in an hour after joining, or else it'll kick you. And you can always try and join again if you don't get to it in time, but that's just to keep bots out. Keep little bots out. Let me know if you have any problems though with it. Because I know that when Hone, tried to join, that there were some of the settings that I had made it so nothing could be seen. Where the CAPTCHA is an airlock. in the lobby, I believe. It's the very topmost grouping of stuff, airlock. Ouch, my back just cracked. Oh, I remembered another thing. I saw a frog yesterday. I saw a little frog yesterday. On the door out into the backyard. I saw a little frog on the window yesterday night. It was very little. It was very little and very cute. It's making you log into a sketchy website. The CAPTCHA. It should just take you to their website, and you might just have to link it to your Discord. But the website should be the https captcha.bot. Yeah. So it'll just ask you to do that, and then to fill out the CAPTCHA. Is it safe? Yes. It is. It is safe. It is safe. Yes. Let me pull up a picture of the froggy. Save image as frog. Here's the little frog. Here's the little frog last night that was on my window. It was just a little one. Just a little frog. A little frog. A little frog. But I thought it was very cool because I hadn't seen a frog. I hadn't seen a frog around before. Baby frog. I don't even think it's a baby. I think I'm no expert in frogs. You can just throw it in general. Yeah, general should be okay. Yes. I think it's a spring peeper. I'm no expert in frog identification, but I think it's a spring peeper, and they're just really small frogs. They're just really small frogs that are under an inch. Little baby. Oh, all frogs are babies. You don't have to at me. No, I'll see it. I'll see it. But it's just a little frog. But I thought that was very cool because I hadn't seen a frog around where I live before, outside of like marshes and stuff, and like in ponds. It's genuinely such a nice house though. Oh, let me take a look. Let me see. Oh, I love just looking through Zillow sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, let me just see. And then you go through and you look at stuff and it's like so much money, and then you're like, oh, right, I see. I understand. I get it. No. I get it. I understand. I see. This is, okay. It's fine. That's fine. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. That. But yeah, sometimes I just go through and all around the country, I just look at what people have listed, and I'm like, oh, interesting. Housing crisis. What's that meme? What's that image? It's the celibacy meme, but with the housing crisis on it. Celibacy meme. Housing crisis. Yes, here it is. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Housing. Let me pull it up. That did not work. Let me see if this works. Because it saved it as a WebP rather than as a GIF. So then it wouldn't show up. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Housing crisis. Housing crisis. Housing crisis. Housing crisis. I'm no frog expert, but that frog is deaf a little guy. It's true. It's true. It's true and real. It's true and real. It was just a little guy, just a little frog. Just a little frog. I love when frogs are, when they're like little blobby tadpoles before they're just little blobs, you know? Their faces, they look like puppy dogs. They look like puppy dogs to me. Tadpole. Blobby. Let me see if I can find a good photo. Tadpole dog. That didn't yield the results that I want. Tadpole. Here, we'll take away the housing crisis because we don't like that, and we'll put in tadpole. Tadpole. That's a little puppy dog. That's a little oopy dog. You gonna look at that little freak and tell me that I'm wrong? You're gonna look at that little freak and tell me that I'm wrong? That's a little oopy puppy dog. That's not a frog. That's a little oopy puppy dog. Thank you for joining the Discord, Mike. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is a little puppy dog. This is just a little guy. This is just a little baby. Tadpole. There's a, yeah, there's a Monster Fuckers tab. There's a Monster Fuckers channel. That is a Monster Fuckers channel. It's true. It's true. It's really true. I cannot deny that we do indeed have that. Let me go ahead and wave to Mike as well. Okay, everybody has been waved to. I have waved to all of you to say hello. to say hello. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, you could say we fuck monsters here. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you could say that. Take a little trick. Should we read some Alice in Wonderland? Should we read some Alice in Wonderland? What do you think? I'm gonna move the microphone back a little bit so I have some more room for the book. Doing my first Final Fantasy raid. Wish you luck. All the best of luck, Hone. All the best of luck. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well. I hope you win all the fights? Question mark? I don't know what a raid entails, but I hope whatever it entails that you do it the best anyone has ever done it before. Yeah. Yeah. So this is chapter 1 of Alice in Wonderland, Down the Rabbit Hole. Moving the mic a little closer again. Gotta get it just right, like a motherfucking ass. Goldilocks and the Tree Bears. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? So she was considering in her own mind, as well as she could, for the hot day made her feel very sleepy and stupid, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies. When suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. There was nothing so very remarkable in that, nor did Alice think it so very much out of the way to hear the rabbit say to itself, oh dear, I shall be too late." When she thought it over afterwards, it occurred to her that she ought to have wondered at this, but at the time it all seemed quite natural. But when the bunny rabbit. But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet, for it flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it. And burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way, and then dipped suddenly down. So suddenly that Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself before she found herself falling down a very deep well. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her, and to wonder what was going to happen next. First, she tried to look down and make out what she was coming to, but it was too dark to see anything. Then she looked at the sides of the well and noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves. Here and there she saw maps and pictures hung upon pegs. She took down a jar from one of the shelves as she passed it. It was labeled orange marmalade, but to her great disappointment, it was empty. She did not like to drop the jar for fear of killing somebody, so managed to put it into one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Well, thought Alice to herself, after such a fall as this, I shall think of nothing of tumbling downstairs. How brave they'll all think of me at home. Why, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of the house, which was very likely true. Down, down, down. Will the fall never come to an end? I wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time, she said aloud. I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. Let me see. That would be 4,000 miles down, I think. For you see, Alice had learned several things of this sort in her lessons in the schoolroom, and though this was not a very good opportunity for showing off her knowledge, as there was no one to listen to her, still it was good practice to say it over. Yes, that's about the right distance. But then I wonder what latitude or longitude I've got to. Alice had no idea what latitude was, or longitude either, but thought they were nice grand words to say. Presently she began again. I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it'll seem to come out among the people that walk with their heads downwards. The antipathies, I think. She was rather glad there was no one listening this time, as it didn't sound at all the right word. But I shall have to ask them what the name of the country is, you know. Please, ma'am, is this New Zealand or Australia? And she tried to curtsy as she spoke. Fancy curtsying as you're falling through the air. Do you think you could manage it? And what an ignorant little girl she'll think me for asking. No, it'll never do to ask. Perhaps I shall see it written up somewhere. Down, down, down. There was nothing else to do, so Alice soon began talking again. Dinah will miss me very much tonight, I should think. Dinah was the cat. I hope they'll remember her saucer of milk at tea time. Dinah, my dear, I wish you were down here with me. There are no mice in the air, I'm afraid, but you might catch a bat, and that's very like a mouse, you know. But do cats eat bats, I wonder? And here Alice began to get rather sleepy and went on saying to herself in a dreamy sort of way, do cats eat bats? Do cats eat bats? And sometimes, do bats eat cats? For you see, as she couldn't answer either question, it didn't much matter which way she put it. She felt that she was dozing off and had just begun to dream that she was walking hand in hand with Dinah, and saying to her very earnestly, Now, Dinah, tell me the truth. Did you ever eat a bat? When suddenly, thump, thump, down she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. Alice was not a bit hurt, and she jumped up onto her feet in a moment. She looked up, but it was all dark overhead. Before her was another long passage, and the white rabbit was still in sight, hurrying down it. There was not a moment to be lost. Away went Alice like the wind, and was just in time to hear it say as it turned a corner, Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting! She was close behind it when she turned the corner, but the rabbit was no longer to be seen. Instead, she found herself in a long, low hall, which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. There were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked, and when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever to get out again. Suddenly, she came upon a 3-little-legged table, all made of solid glass. There was nothing on it except a tiny golden key, and Alice's first thought was that it might belong to one of the doors of the hall. But alas, either the locks were too large or the key was too small. But at any rate, it would not open any of them. However, on the second time round, she came upon a low curtain she had not noticed before, and behind it was a little door about 15 inches high. She tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her great delight it fitted. Alice opened the door and found that it led into a small passage not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage into the loveliest garden you ever saw. How she longed to get out of that dark hall and wander about among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains, but she could not even get her head through the doorway. And even if my head would go through, thought poor Alice, it would be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could, if I only knew how to begin. For you see, so many out-of-the-way things had happened lately that Alice had begun to think that very few things indeed were really impossible. How I imagine Dizzy right now. Studying, studying, studying. There seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door, so she went back to the table, half hoping she might find another key on it, or at any rate a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. This time she found a little bottle on it, which certainly was not here before, said Alice, and round the neck of the bottle was a paper label with the words "Drink Me" beautifully printed on it in large letters. It was all very well to say "drink me," but the wise little Alice was not going to do that in a hurry. "No, I'll look first," she said, "and see whether it's marked poison or not." For she had read several nice little histories about children who had got burnt and eaten up by wild beasts and other unpleasant things, all because they would not remember the simple rules their friends had taught them, such as that a red-hot poker will burn you if you hold it too long, and that if you cut your finger very deeply with a knife, it usually bleeds. And she had never forgotten that if you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is almost certain to disagree with you, sooner or later. However, this bottle was not marked poison, so Alice ventured to taste it, and finding it very nice, it had in fact a sort of mixed flavor of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast, she very soon finished it off. "What a curious feeling," said Alice. "It must be shutting up like a telescope." And so it was indeed. She was now only 10 inches high, and her face brightened up at the thought that she was now the right size for going through the little door into that lovely garden. First, however, she waited for a few minutes to see if she was going to shrink any further. She felt a little nervous about this, for it might end, you know, said Alice to herself, in my going out altogether like a candle, and wondered what I should be like then. And she tried to fancy what the flame of a candle is like after the candle is blown out, for she could not remember ever having seen such a thing. After a while, finding that nothing more happened, she decided on going into the garden at once. But alas for poor Alice, when she got to the door, she found she had forgotten the little golden key, and when she went back to the table for it, she found she could not possibly reach it. She could see it quite plainly through the glass, and she tried her best to climb up one of the legs of the table, but it was too slippery. And when she had tired herself out with trying, the poor little thing sat down and cried. "Come on, there's no use in crying like that," said Alice to herself, rather sharply. "I advise you to leave off this minute." She generally gave herself very good advice, though she very seldom followed it, and sometimes she scolded herself so severely as to bring tears into her eyes. And once she remembered trying to box her own ears for having cheated herself in a game of croquet she was playing against herself, for this curious child was very fond of pretending to be two people. "But it's no use now," thought poor Alice, "to pretend to be two people. Why, there's hardly enough of me left to make one respectable person." Soon her eye fell on a little glass box that was lying under the table. She opened it and found in it a very small cake on which the words "Eat me" were beautifully marked in currants. "Well, I'll eat it," said Alice. "And if it makes me grow larger, I can reach the key. And if it makes me grow smaller, I can creep under the door. So either way, I'll get into the garden, and I don't care which happens." Thank you for the Hydrate Redeem, Nico. Thank you, thank you. She ate a little bit and said anxiously to herself, "Which way? Which way?" holding her hand on the top of her head to feel which way it was growing. And she was quite surprised to find that she remained the same size. To be sure, this generally happens when one eats cake, But Alice had got so much into the way of expecting nothing but out-of-the-way things to happen that it seemed quite dull and stupid for life to go on in the common way. So she set to work and very soon finished off the cake. That was chapter 1 of Alice in Wonderland. I'll stop there for today, with the reading at least. It's such a wonderful, a wonderful book, but it has the quality of the descriptions and the aesthetics of the book are truly just on another level. Very formative, very formative. I think it would be very fun to learn how to make. I wonder if there's like a recipe book for Alice in Wonderland. There must be. There must be. I would truly be surprised if someone had it already. Very large car driving past. But I would love to like make all of the different little foods and drinks that are in Alice in Wonderland. Recipes. Recipe book. There's one by Disney. Seems like it. In terms of books. But it's interesting. It's interesting. All of the different descriptions of foods. In the book. I love books. Me too. Me too. I used to read so much as a child. Like, I would consume very large books in the span of a day. Because I loved reading and I could read very fast. But I can't really do that anymore. I really struggle to read it all now. Unless it's like academic stuff. And even then it's not the same. It's not the same. But since I left grad school, I've been slowly, very slowly, trying to read for fun again. But it's a very slow process. I find it very difficult to get myself to read stuff for fun. The AR system in middle and high school killed my love for books. What is the AR system? I don't know what that is. Oh, accelerated reader. I see. It like gives you a rating on what level of books you should be reading. Oh, I see. I see. I can see how that would make it difficult. And my level in 6th grade put me at a college reading level. Oh yeah, I get that. I get that. That was me as well. I was reading like Pride and Prejudice in 4th or 5th grade, I want to say. Like, it was very dense stuff very early on. So all my books were like the Bible or looks into the Declaration of Independence. Oh no, Nico. Oh no. That doesn't sound very fun at all. That doesn't sound very fun at all. I'm sorry. That sucks. That really sucks. It was not fun, yeah. I can't imagine why or how that would make anyone be like, yes, I love reading. I love reading. My shoulder just cracked. Very sleepy today. It is a sleepy Saturday, but I feel like I need to go take a nap. What the heck? What the heck? I just got up from a nap. It's sleepy today. Yeah. I hope you had a good nap. I hope you had a good nap. I love naps. Naps are so nice. Naps are some of the only like quality sleep that I get. Though I historically have tried to not take naps because I was told that would make my sleep at night worse. But I'm now at a point where like my sleep at night is just so poo-poo doo-doo irregardless of what I do for it for reasons that we shall not go into. But it just, I don't know. I gotta start taking naps again. I gotta start taking naps again and letting myself take naps. So that way I can actually get like at least a few extra hours of actual sleep. Rather than just being tormented by the horrors all at night. A worm indeed, Nightbot. A worm. A worm. And especially naps like in the sun. Like if you get to take a little nap in the sunshine, curled up like under like a window or something, those are the best. Those are the best. Those are real nice. I think cats have figured the world out. I think cats have figured the world out and the way to live. Really truly, they've cracked the code. They've cracked the code on existence. Taking a nap in my car at work makes me feel invincible. Oh, that sounds so nice. That sounds so nice. It's so good to like get some rest and then afterwards like actually wake up feeling refreshed. Car. Yeah, I like struggle to like I can't like sleep in cars or like sleep in planes very well, or like you know what I mean? Like I have to be fully like horizontal, like lying down. So I'm very envious. I'm very envious of people who can sleep wherever. Feel that? Yeah. Can't sleep in a car, but napping is easy. Oh, I see. For the longest time, I couldn't sleep unless I had a weighted blanket or someone to lay with. Oh, I feel ya. I needed the warmth. Oh, I see. I need, so I need like things to be very cold in order for me to sleep. Like I need the room to be very cold. Then I need a blanket or two. I need like air in the room needs to be like moving. If it's a room that has dead air, that's very bad. That's very bad for me. My brain and my body does not like that. In fact, it really hates that. So I need like moving air. I need it to be cold. I need lots of blankets. Though I can't use a weighted blanket when I try to sleep for whatever reason. If I try to use a weighted blanket when I'm trying to sleep, it just like it will trigger a sensory attack for me. But if I'm already like having a panic attack, or if I'm already having a sensory attack like during the day and I use a weighted blanket, then I'm good to go. And the weighted blanket is nice. But I can't use it when I'm sleeping. Yeah. And I can't sleep in the dark, really. Inside dark, bad. Bad for my brain. Very bad for my brain. Outside dark, very nice for my brain. Nighttime, outside, very nice for my brain. Like a nice, warm, gentle hug from the night sky and the moon. It's very good for my brain. Inside dark, horrible, no good, evil, terrible, very bad. I know a few people like that. I get anxiety from weighted blankets. Yeah, I feel like weighted blankets are very. Everybody has different like everybody's nervous systems have different responses to them, which I think is really fascinating. Because for some people, it's like incredibly like soothing and calming and relaxing, and for other people, it'll make you feel like you're like crawling out of your skin. And then I'm kind of somewhere in between, where like sometimes it'll do one and sometimes it'll do the other. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting to me. Very interesting. Thank you, Nightbot. Always aspire to be goo. Yeah, you can be goo if you want. Anybody can be goo if they want. Goo is a very good way to be. Actually, I wrote an essay once on it was like how, so it was literally titled Becoming Goo, Soft-Bodied, like Snails and Soft-Bodied Organisms, as Disability Justice. Yes. And so I basically went through and I looked at snails and analyzed them through the lens of disability justice and what we can learn from snails. And I looked at jellyfish, and I looked at tardigrades, and I looked at, I think I looked at the changelings in Star Trek. I feel like I'm probably missing one or two in there as well. Oh, worms I looked at. It was a very fun essay to write. I enjoyed it. Do you ever analyze how you blink? Like the frequency at which you blink? Maybe it's just because I'm looking at myself as I blink. But I feel very aware of my blinking. So we do have an ad starting in just a few minutes. So during this time, I will try not to talk so nobody misses anything. If you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to get some food, if you need to get something to drink, if you got a dog that you gotta let out so they can go to the bathroom, if you have laundry that you need to put in or switch over, do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. Yes. The only essay I remember writing about was Tecumseh. I don't know what that is. Oh, a Shawnee chief and warrior who promoted resistance to the expansion of the United States onto Native American lands. Oh, very cool. Awesome. Doing a little stretch. Native American leader who tried uniting the last independent tribes. Has a history right out of a movie. Oh, I see. It sounds like a very interesting essay. So the ad should be starting any second now. So I will see you all in 3-ish minutes. I'm gonna take us over to the ad screen. Back from the ad. Hello. Welcome back. I'm just gonna wait until the little bar that Twitch gives me to say how long the ad is going for. Till that's done. Okay, should all be back from the ad. So we'll go back over here to our just chatting screen. Just chatting, having a little chat. Do you want to hear a fish music box? I think it's done now. Music box, my beloved. Yeah, it's just a little fish. It's not even really a box. It's just a little fish that has one of the little what is it called? The little wind up thingy. Or not the wind up, but like the thing that plays the music in the music box. Except it's not in a box. It's just a fish. It's just a little metal fish. And it plays a little song. Plays a little song. How are music boxes made? Music boxes have been around since the 1700s. Has a comb and a cylinder designed to vibrate on contact and create the various notes needed to play a song. The cylinder has several protruding pins placed in predetermined locations that pluck the teeth on the comb, making them vibrate. Since each tooth on the comb is a different length, it creates a unique vibration to ensure high and low notes. The speed at which the cylinder rotates and the size of the cylinder itself will dictate how the song sounds when played. Interesting. You learn something new every day.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, normal men? We're just innocent men.
Some raspy meows. True. It's true. I want to be able to make, like old feral scrunkly cats. You know the sounds they make? I want to be able to make those sounds. I want to be able to make those sounds. We're just normal men. What do you mean, normal men? We're just innocent men. Gojira56, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, I appreciate it. Just so you are aware, there is a 10-minute waiting period before new followers can join the chat. That is just to keep myself, everybody else in chat, and you as well eventually as safe as possible. So I thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And if once those 10 minutes are up, you want to go ahead and join the chat, let us know how you're doing. Tell us about your day, /night, /time zone, /time does not exist. Or if you want to go ahead and lurk your heart out, lurk your heart out. Do whatever feels best and right for you. But thank you so much for the follow again. I appreciate it. I think I need to start doing voice training to masculinize my voice, because the testosterone, it ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing yet, and it's almost a year. It's almost a year, and it ain't doing nothing. And now granted, I'm on a low dose, along with finasteride, but I just wanted to do something. Me grabbing my vocal cords and shaking them around and giving them shaken baby syndrome. Why won't you thicken? Why won't you thicken already? But so I think I need to actually start putting effort into voice training. What's the cockroach song? La cucaracha, la cucaracha, da na 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 na. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. In my childhood museum, they had, with all like the dinosaurs in the dinosaur area, they had a button. They had a button that played that song. I found a cockroach in my dorm this morning. Oh no. Oh no, Nico. I hope you were able to get it out without too much fuss. I don't mind. It's odd. I know my brain is very odd because I have a horrible phobia of bugs and spiders. But cockroaches are actually probably my favorite bug. I don't know why. There's just something about them. Maybe it's WALL-E. Maybe it's the WALL-E movie. But there's just something about cockroaches where I'm like, oh, you're fine. I don't want you in my house, but like, I'll go up to you and I'll put a little water bottle with the cap off next to you, and I'll have a little conversation with you and get you to crawl in the water bottle so that way I can take you outside. And like, it's not a big deal. Cockroaches are one of the bugs that I'm actually like, I mean, please don't be in my house. But like, we chillin'. We chillin'. I posted the little guy in Parasite posting. Oh, let me see. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, it's very little. It was very little. Can you put a spoiler on that though? And in the text put cockroach, just in case anybody is scared of them. Thank you. I would appreciate it. He was in the hallway and it looked like it was stepped upon. Oh, a little smush baby. A little smush baby. Oh. That's unfortunate. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I have that stuck in my head now. Bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Hello, shadows. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great time zone. I like it when museums have like fake caves and like fake glaciers and stuff like that. I think those are really fun and neat when museums have those. There's just something about the texture, maybe the vibes, I don't know, that is just like, yes, this is my home now. I live here now in this fake cave that you have made that is inside of your giant museum, and there's bat sounds playing from a hidden speaker somewhere. And it also somehow still smells like running water because you've also incorporated that into it. Like, I live here now. This is my home. This is my home. I live here. I live in this cave. Now I'm thinking about dinosaurs. Does anybody have any fun dinosaur facts? I don't know much about dinosaurs. I feel like I didn't really have a dinosaur phase. Dinosaur fun facts. Dinosaurs are a group of reptiles that have lived on Earth for about 245 million years. 1842, the English naturalist Sir Richard Owen coined the term Dinosauria, derived from the Greek dinos, meaning fearfully great, and sauros, meaning lizard. Dinosaur fossils have been found on all 7 continents. All non-avian dinosaurs went extinct about 66 million years ago. There are roughly 700 known species of extinct dinosaurs. Modern birds are a kind of dinosaur because they share a common ancestor with non-avian dinosaurs. I knew that one. Dinosaurs are cute. It's true. They are. It's true and real. Rip the dinos. Rip indeed. Hello, E2M. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time zone. Hi. I'm learning about dinosaurs. Some consider Barnum Brown, who began his career at the American Museum of Natural History in 1897, to be one of the greatest dinosaur hunters of the late 19th and early 20th century. Many of his greatest discoveries, including the first specimens of Tyrannosaurus rex ever found, are on display in the museum's dinosaur halls. This is from the American Museum of Natural History. I'm okay, just realized I get Monday off. Yay! Well, I hope you have a good day off on Monday. Yes. The earliest known dinosaurs appeared during the Triassic period, approximately 250 to 200 million years ago. What are the different periods of the Earth? The geologic time scale. So we have gotta tilt my head to read. So this is part of the Phanerozoic eon. The first one is the Cenozoic era. And in that, it has the Quaternary period, the Neogene period, and the Paleogene period. And then the epochs are the Holocene at 0.01 million years ago, the Pleistocene, the Pliocene, the Miocene, the Oligocene, the Eocene, and the Paleocene. And so in terms of life forms, so this is the age of mammals. Oh, I see. So we're starting from the most recent and going down. I see. Okay, but like if dinos came back, smash. That's so valid. I just thought of a bad joke. Bad as in like mean, or bad as in like a badum-ch kind of joke? Because if it's a badum-ch kind of joke, I want to hear it. So between the Holocene and the Pleistocene, extinction of large mammals and birds, modern humans. Between the Pliocene and the Miocene, there's spread of grassy ecosystems. And around the Paleocene are early primates. So then, this is still in the Phanerozoic eon. The next era down is the Mesozoic. And this has the Cretaceous period, which is also an epoch, maybe, if I'm reading this right. the Jurassic period, which is also an epoch, and the Triassic period, which is also an epoch. So this is the age of reptiles. This has placental mammals, early flowering plants, dinosaurs, diverse and abundant, mass extinction, first dinosaurs, first mammals, flying reptiles. This is when Pangea broke up, or it started to. And then the next era is the Paleozoic. So this has the Permian, the Pennsylvanian, the Mississippian, the Devonian, the Silurian, the Ordovician, and the Cambrian. The Cambrian is all the marine invertebrates. All the marine invertebrates. So this has around the Cambrian and the Ordovician marine invertebrates. Around the Silurian and the Devonian are fishes, and the Mississippian up to the Permian is the age of amphibians. So in this, there's coal-forming swamps, sharks are abundant, first reptiles, mass extinction, first amphibians, first forests, evergreens, first land plants, another mass extinction, primitive fish, trilobite maximum, rise of corals, coral, and early shelled organisms. And then these are different eons: the Proterozoic, the Archean, and the Hadean. And then it seems like the era, period, and epoch is just the Precambrian. And so that's the origin of life, early bacteria and algae, stromatolites, simple multicelled organisms, complex multicelled organisms, and the formation of the earth. Wow. We learned a geologic timescale. Yay! Yay! Yippee! The earth is a woman. I don't understand. Earth Jan. I don't understand. I might have gotten too absorbed in the time scale, and I missed the timing of the joke. What's up, Shiro? Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time zone. Hope you're having a great time zone. Sharks, trilobite, my beloved. Yeah, I love trilobites. I love trilobites. Chat room, do you want a trilobite? Do you want a trilobite? Trilobite. I went to go look for horseshoe crabs the other day, but I didn't see any. I didn't see any while I was out and about touching grass. I didn't see any. Trilobites. Oh, I move it out of the way of the tardigrade. Trilobites. Ooh, a large lad. There he goes. Goodbye, tardigrade friend. Goodbye. Goodbye. ASMR Dizzy transform into a kitty. I like making cat sounds. Cat sounds are very fun to make and they're very good for my brain and my nervous system. A worm? So warm. So warm. All the worms. All the worms. All the worms in the world. When did worms evolve? When did worms evolve? When did worms evolve? Natural History Museum. Natural History Museum in the UK. An ancient hairy armored worm lived in the oceans over 500 million years ago. Published September 29, 2022. A tiny half-inch long fossil from China has filled in a major gap in the evolutionary tree for life on Earth. Looking like a hairy armored worm, Wolfangella would have crept around the ocean some 518 million years ago. For a few tens of millions of years, many of the animals that lived on Earth were largely worm and jellyfish-like creatures. But around 550 million years ago, something changed. During a period of roughly 20 million years, known as the Cambrian explosion, life in the ocean started to rapidly diversify, with a whole range of innovative body plans suddenly appearing in the fossil record. Figuring out how these different body plans are related has been a challenge, but the fossil from China of a hairy armored worm has now bridged one of those gaps. Called Wolfangella, the fossil worm reveals what the ancient ancestor of three major groups of animals would have looked like. This discovery highlights how important fossils can be for reconstructing evolution. We get an incomplete picture by only looking at living animals, even though we can draw on evidence from molecular biology to infer how different phyla are related to each other. There are relatively few anatomical characters that are shared between phyla. With fossils like Wolfangella, we can trace each lineage back to its roots and find combinations of anatomical features that weren't anticipated by living species. I want to see the paper in current biology. Is it open access? Is it open access? Is it open access? Are you open access? Yay! I think it is. A Cambrian tomatid preserving soft tissues reveals the metameric ancestry of lophophorates. Highlights. We describe the first articulated caminellin tomatid from the early Cambrian. Caminellins had seriated annelid-like caudal bundles and body outgrowths. Early lophophorates were armored vegetal animals prior to becoming sessile. Soft anatomy is vital for understanding the oldest skeletal fossils. Yay! Yay! I'd pay for meow only ASMR. Wouldn't that get very old very fast though, if I was just meowing? If I was just meowing. I don't know how long I could meow for. Worm lore, worm lore, worm lore, lore of the worms. Lore of the worms, armored worm, tactical worm, worm fit for battle. Free science, I love free science. I love it when I can read papers for free. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Give me all the open access research. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. Let's read the summary. Among extant animals, Lophotrichosa accounts for the majority of phyla. This bilateral clade radiated rapidly during the Cambrian explosion, obfuscating its phylogenetic relationships and rendering many aspects of its early evolution uncertain. Many early Lophotrochozoans are known only from isolated skeletal microfossils, small, shelly fossils, often derived from larger animals with complex multi-element skeletons. The discovery of articulated fossils has revealed surprising insights into the animals from which these skeletal pieces were derived, such as paired shells in the mollusk Halkieria. Tomatids are a key group of phosphatic early skeletal fossils that first appear in the late early Cambrian. Although their affinities were previously obscure, discoveries of partial sclerotomes and investigations of growth and microstructure provide links with Brachiopoda and Phoronida, two of the Lophophorate phyla. By contrast, the body plan of Camanellan tomatids remains a paleontological mystery, with hypothetical reconstructions representing motile, benthic, dorsally armored worms. Here we describe an articulated Camanellan, Wufangella bentisoni, from the Cambrian, Chengjian Biota, China, revealing the morphology of the sclerotome, and the first soft tissues from an adult tomatid. Wufangella carries two dorsal rows of sclerites in a highly asymmetric arrangement, flanked by smaller cap-shaped sclerites. The sclerotome was fringed by iterated fascioles of chaetae and two layers of flattened lobes. Phylogenetic analysis confirms that camanellans occupy a deep branch in Lophophorate phylogeny prior to the acquisition of a sessile lifestyle. Wufangella reveals direct evidence for a metameric body plan reminiscent of annelids early in the evolutionary history of Lophophorates. That's the summary. Whoa. Whoa. I'm putting it in the Discord. In case anyone wants to read about the worms. The worms. The worms. So, should we call it here for today? I've run out of things to talk about. And I'm running low on spoons now. And it's almost been 3 hours. So, one meow for the road. Here's a meow for the road for you, Honey. Spoons, unit of measurement for energy for people with chronic pain and chronic illness and fatigue and stuff. I have it in the FAQ. I might also have it as a command. Spoon theory. Do I have it as? Did I get rid of it as a command? Well, anyway, it's from Spoon Theory. I have it in the FAQ. I talk about it. There's also the knife hypothesis by Terry Masson, and then there's also one about forks. Fork theory. That's what it's called. Fork theory. Yeah, I don't know who wrote the initial thing about fork theory though. Because I mainly use spoon theory for myself and knives. The knife hypothesis. All out of spoons, only got knives. I have a knife emoji now. Or emote, or whatever they're called. How does anything work? Knife. All out of spoons. Only got knives. What do you have? A knife! No! So anyways. My brain is eepy tired. I gotta go be goo. I gotta go return to goo. Return to soup. Return to primordial soup. And not think. So I'm gonna go do that. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. Thank you Gojira56 for following. Thank you C for following. Thank you Team Econ45 for following. Thank you Mike for following. Thank you Hone for the bits. I appreciate you. If you were lurking, I appreciate you. If you were chatting, I appreciate you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day /night /time zone /time does not exist. And I will see you all in another universe. Goodbye.